Right, what happened when Spider-Man and an Ironman come together?
We make sandwiches.
Yes, that's right. Please, no backflips.
No backflips.
No.
Last time I did a backflip on camera was in Colombia and I broke my nose.
Right, welcome to Scrambled in the stunning Gordon Ramsay Academy, right here at number 22 Bishopsgate, where today I am joined by an incredible actor, an amazing young man, the founder of Bero. Please welcome the amazing Tom Holland.
Thank you, Gordon, for
Good to
having
see
me.
you.
Nice to see you.
Finally. How are you, first off?
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah,
Good to see
busy
you.
in all the right ways.
Yes.
Prepping for Spider-Man 4, working on Bero, loving it.
Growing up in Kingston, did you ever imagine you'd become a superhero?
No.
No.
Not at all. I was always a good athlete. I was on the B team always. I was never an
No.
A team athlete.
You must have been the A team, come on.
No. We had a really strong year. My brothers were in the A teams
Right.
in their years, but they didn't win anything.
Gotcha. We're going to make an amazing sandwich,
Okay.
but it's done with an incredible marinade.
Fantastic.
Because we start off with a little buttermilk and something unique. I know we can drink this.
Yes.
But it's also multifaceted.
Fantastic.
It helps to tenderize the chicken like no other.
Okay.
Okay? Take me back to the beginning.
We wanted to create something that would take out of the equation at a restaurant or a bar, what non-alcoholic drinks do you have?
Yes.
We wanted to create something that was synonymous with sobriety. And it's also Bero, Hero, Spider-Man. There's all sorts of different stuff in it.
There are so many non-alcoholic drinks out there, I'll be honest. I wasn't a massive fan. Bero has definitely changed that perception because it does taste like the real thing. How hard was that?
We have a very different process. We brew it in a very unique way. Our brewmaster, Grant Wood, he essentially uses a yeast that I think we might be the only company using it at the minute.
Right.
And I think, I've tried every single non-alcoholic beer under the sun when we were developing this.
Yes.
And, I'm biased, but it really is the best.
It's good to be biased. Did you realize at the time, putting it together, it would be that difficult to come up with such a unique flavor?
I mean, I know what I like in beer, and I
Yeah.
can't pretend like I know what Grant is doing. I mean, the way that you know what it's like. The recipes for those things are more like chemistry equations than they are,
Yeah.
cooking recipes.
Science.
So for me, it was just about communicating what I didn't like and what I was missing.
Yeah.
And we went through a long process. It took a long time, and for a long time, it tasted like
Yeah, it's a process,
It was
right?
minging. And then one day he just turned it on.
Is that fine?
Turned in 3 different SKUs, which we all fell in love with. Unique styles,
Yep.
all drinks that I would drink back in the day when I was drinking.
Gotcha.
And so I'm very proud of
Gotcha.
of our Grant Wood. He's fantastic.
And so it should be. It's delicious.
Thank you.
I want to go back to the beginning. Inspired into acting. How did it start?
Do you know what's really interesting is I never wanted to be an actor.
Right.
I just always loved performing. I guess I was a bit of an attention seeker. I just really, really loved dancing.
Right.
And I went to this school on a weekend where I would do this Saturday school. Should I put a whole chili in there?
It's going to be a hot one. I'll explain why in a minute. Absolutely. You got 2 chilies there. You got a red and a green, right?
So I should put both of them in
Absolutely.
there? Okay.
Absolutely.
I did this show every year, which was like this kind of lame street dance show
Whereabouts?
in White Lodge in the park, the
Right.
ballet school.
Yes.
And I just by complete chance, the headmaster of the school kind of told my parents, you should get your son to audition for Billy Elliot.
Stop it.
So it was never anything we sought out. It was completely by chance.
Yeah.
I went and auditioned. They must have liked me. They started sending ballet teachers to my very, very masculine rugby school,
Wow.
which did not go down very well.
Wow.
And so every lunchtime at school, I would have these teachers come and teach me ballet. And after 2 years of auditioning, I got the part. I did the show for 2 years. And my parents just saw it as an amazing exercise to learn new skills, learn how to be a professional. And then an agent came to see the show and booked me.
We had no idea that
No,
next moment you're going to be acting.
yeah, we didn't invite the agent. We didn't seek out an agent. She just came to see the show and said, would you like representation?
I love that.
And I said, yes, obviously. Why wouldn't you? And then my first audition out the gate was for a film that did really well. I got American reps from there, and then I just never looked back, really.
That first part was quite a dark story, wasn't it?
Yes.
And did you find that hard, going from 0 into that? That must have been quite a transition, right? Because it wasn't an easy picking.
I think as a kid, being on a movie set, as you know, is so exciting and impressive.
Immense.
And there's all these amazing creative people doing different things that are all contributing to the bigger picture.
Yeah.
I was so distracted by my now love for movies that I wasn't really that hung up on how intense the experience was.
The actual, amazing. And in terms of nerves, how do you hide those? How do you deal with that kind of pressure? Because you make it look seamless now.
Well, I've always had this thing. The best advice I ever got was from a director I worked with as a kid.
Right.
Who asked me to describe. I'll put a bit of mustard in there, yeah?
Absolutely. Some mustard.
God, I was not about to ask you to open that for me there. I was going to give every ounce of strength to open. He asked me to describe the feeling of queuing up for a roller coaster.
Right.
And he said, imagine that feeling, and how would you describe that feeling?
Gotcha.
And I said, oh, it's excitement.
Gotcha.
So then he said, now imagine that you're going on stage. Describe that feeling for me.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, oh, it's nerve-wracking.
Right.
He goes, now describe the actual physical feeling of it. And you're like, oh, they're the same.
Right.
So I've just spent my entire life kind of brainwashing myself to believe that when I'm nervous, I'm just really excited.
Food runs in the family brilliantly, right? I mean, growing up in a disciplined household, Sam being a prolific chef. How do you deal with that on the set? Have you stopped picking? Are you more cautious about what you're eating? Are you focusing more on your diet?
It depends on what I'm working on. Like we're going on to Spider-Man now, which means I've got to be really careful with what I eat so I can stay fit and healthy and, you know, be on top of my game every day. What's been so lovely about Sam is, you know, you've been very helpful for Sam, which I'm hugely appreciative of.
He's naturally talented with food, by the way.
Yeah, he really does have a gift.
So there's a natural connect that is obvious. And he was born to cook. Let's get that absolutely clear. With or without me, he was born to cook.
He's been doing a cookbook.
Yes.
So every day, he is cooking these amazing meals. And then because my brothers and I live just round the corner from him, we've had nearly a year of being cooked for by my brother. And it has been glorious.
Love that. And favourite dishes?
Sam does an amazing katsu curry.
Love it.
He does an amazing sticky pork bao bun. He does everything from scratch.
Love that. And then the super indulgent, when you want to super relax and like sod it. Give me 2,000 calories. What is it? Is it a curry?
My favourite, I have to say, is a chicken Veronique, but with dauphinoise potatoes. It's like a chicken dish, but he peels the grapes.
Right.
And it's in a really creamy sauce.
Wow. Okay. Like Veronique.
Chicken Veronique, yeah, that's
Chicken
exactly
Veronique.
it, yeah. And I love that. And if I'm ever...
Do you have any idea how long it is to peel those grapes?
Oh, mate, he sits
honestly,
there all day doing it, yeah.
Should get these other boys to start peeling these grapes. I mean, if there's one power growing up on the back of all those incredible movies, what superpower would you love to have in real life?
What would make my life easier? I would have the ability to teleport.
Right.
I mean, you and I had that summer where we were on the same flight every second weekend together.
Every other weekend. When we'd
we
sit
were
opposite
next to each other.
Little glass of champagne.
Yeah.
And
maybe a few glasses of champagne back then.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Once I got the bottle back from the hostess, then we'd sit there talking. I never told you what happened like the third or fourth time. I just finished filming. I sat down, got aboard, tracksuit on, glass champagne. I took a sleeping tablet. You came on last, sat down in front of me. I'm like, oh, I'm
no way.
You're the only person that kept me up for 4 hours. I'd taken this tablet, and I was so desperate to get to sleep, but I was just like, because you.
Mate, you should have just told me to off. I wouldn't have left you alone.
We were having such a great chat that we're talking about this, talking about that, and then all of a sudden I was like,
oh, mate.
Tom, we're landing in 4 hours. We've got to get to sleep.
That is hilarious.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
4:30 in the morning. I'm like, geez. Cheers, bud.
Cheers, man.
Gordon James. Ever thought about using the word James with future movies going forward?
Listen, there's speculation at the minute. We'll keep it to a minimum for now.
You think?
Yeah, we'll get there one day.
Shaken, not Beroed.
It doesn't look the same in a martini glass.
I know, but you're gonna have to. Seriously, can you imagine What's going to happen to your life if you do? First of all, you'd love that opportunity, right?
Oh, dude, I mean, every young British actor, it's the pinnacle of you know, working in our industry. I already consider myself to be the luckiest kid alive, you know. I
Sure.
could never have dreamed to have the career that I've had.
Sure.
And how many of these should I put in?
So we're going to dress it lightly. Nothing worse with a sort of heavy cloy,
Okay.
you know, slaw. We want it nice and light, so 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
Some fresh lime juice, a little bit of lime zest in there, and give it a good mix. Salt, pepper, a little touch of hot sauce. And then we can start putting this beautiful bad boy together. And I'm serious, I mean, whilst this is nice and sort of fruity,
Yeah.
honestly, the tenderization it does in chicken is off the charts.
Really?
Yeah, really, really good.
Do you find that the lack of presence of alcohol makes a difference in that process?
I think it's to do flavor profile,
Yeah.
lack of alcohol. And I think, and listen, you know, we drink in moderation. So this is a really nice go-to refreshing thing, especially in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
And so that's the sort of pick-me-up.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never been a massive sort of pint guy.
Right.
I don't go out for pints. But this thing, super ice cold in an ice glass, yeah, off the charts.
Thank you so much.
Your world, my world, are notorious for burnouts.
Yeah.
You found that balance brilliantly.
Yes,
right?
thank you.
How did you get to that point? And what was the moment that you said, right, hey, time out, recuperate, refresh, relax, and charge those batteries? Because it's very rare to hear that kind of balance, especially in your 20s.
Interestingly, I feel like I spent a lot of time with you over lockdown. Lockdown was the first time that
Right.
I'd been forced to take a break.
Yeah. Passport put away.
Yeah, literally. And I think as a young kid, fame is such a fickle thing.
Yeah.
And because it happened so quickly for me,
Yeah.
as quickly as it happened, it felt like it could just as quickly disappear.
Disappear. Gotcha.
So I felt this need to constantly be working. And when COVID happened and I was forced to stay at home, it made me realize just how important, you know, your personal life is as well as your professional life.
Yeah.
So now I'm taking a much more active step in finding ways to, you know, enjoy the fruits of my labor perhaps. And your cooking videos, because I've never really been a
Stop
cook,
it.
it's always been Sam.
Yeah.
I would literally every day watch one of your videos, go to the supermarket, buy the ingredients, come, make an absolute
Stop
dog's
it.
dinner of it.
And then Sam comes back.
Yeah,
and
then
lifts
Sam
it up.
comes and makes it, yeah.
I love that. This sibling brotherhood, I mean, the connect is incredible. Every time I see it, they're all together. It's like this pack. Where does that come from? Just
Our parents, every night, family dinners, arguments at the family dinner table.
Always.
Funniest memories at the family dinner table.
always.
No phones, no TVs on, sit down and talk.
Yeah.
And I think after we left school, we all just got closer and closer. And, you know, we all lived 5-10 minutes from each other down the road. So I think the only reason they're coming to my house at the minute is I'm the only one that has air conditioning. I think they're coming over to enjoy the fact that my kitchen is nice and cool.
Did you manage to get your head around that story of Billy Elliot? Because it is quite groundbreaking.
Yeah.
I saw the musical when Elton, yeah.
Oh, it's an amazing
created
piece of
it.
work.
We sat there and there wasn't a dry eye
Yeah.
in the theatre. And you've been to Newcastle, right?
Yeah, of course.
You've just
Yeah,
seen
absolutely.
how devastating and how hard that is.
Yeah.
Did you realise the kind of impact in terms of the ground it would have playing that part?
Again, I think when we were kids, I was so caught up in the idea of being young and on the West End and performing in front of 2,000 people every other night. But as I've grown up, what I love about the show is it's a musical for the everyday mams. It's
No.
the dad crying while he's singing to his son about the hardships of going back to work when he's on strike and going against his union. And I think it's really important, that sort of stuff, you know.
Did you ever think it would help set up for one of the biggest viral moments of your entire career? Lip sync battle.
No,
Come
I did
on.
not.
Come
And
on.
what was really great about that is people didn't know that I could dance.
No.
It was I kept that quiet. I don't know why.
Oh, boy, you did.
And I
You
came
did.
out with a bang.
Came out with a bang. I mean, Jesus.
So funny, Zendaya and I, we were chatting at the time about what we were going to do. And we had
Right.
agreed that we would take it easy.
What?
That was the agreement, that it
Stop
was
it.
like, I'm not going to do anything crazy. You're not going to do anything crazy. We're just going to keep it nice and easy breezy. And then when I was working with the creative team coming up with the ideas, they kind of pitched this umbrella thing. And as we were
Really?
rehearsing, it got crazier and crazier. And then the rain machine came in, and then I was like, it, I want to wear fishnets and do this, and I want a wig
What
and
are
a
your
quick
brothers saying?
change and stuff.
What were your brothers saying?
Well, my
You're
dad,
popping
when
out
I
with
told my
fishnets.
dad, he was like, son, I don't think that's a good idea.
Did
I
you
don't
borrow
think you
mums?
should do that.
Were the mums fishnets?
They were my granny's, actually. And I was like, no, Dad, it will be really fun. Like, I'm going to have a good time. And I think he was just, at that time in my career, he was very worried about me becoming too famous too quickly.
Right.
So he was really keen for me to not do extra TV shows that I didn't have to do,
Right.
to try and
control
maintain
it.
that part of my childhood.
I mean, it's annoying because only 177 million people saw
It's
that,
ridiculous,
so, I mean,
yeah, it is. And honestly, of all the pieces of work I've done that I've put my heart and soul into, blood, sweat and tears, the lip sync battle is the thing that everyone brings up. It's never Spider-Man, it's never, you know, any of my other movies,
Nice.
it's always the lip sync battle.
Nice.
It haunts me.
But viral sensation, mate. Beyond belief. Well done. Great
Cheers.
job.
Thank
Where are
you.
those fishnets, by the way?
They're framed actually at the Met right now.
We got so heavily engrossed in the conversation, we didn't even talk about this freaking delicious sandwich.
Mate, we threw that together so quickly.
So, bib lettuce. I'm a big fan of the sort of butter lettuce, way more flavour. I'm not a big fan of iceberg. Start off with that, then it goes to the slaw, then the chicken's been dredged twice. So it gets really nice and super crispy on the outside. Chicken nice and tender, and then a little bit of hot sauce on top, and the slaw with a little jalapeno, bang with a light mayo, and Bob's your uncle.
It looks delicious, it
Yeah.
looks gorgeous.
I love the way you squash it down like that, and it just makes it all nice and congealed.
Just used to eating in a car on the road, you know. We tucking in?
Shall we?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Oh my word.
That's lovely. Isn't that nice?
That is delicious. I
the,
think the slaw really brings it together, to be honest. Wash it down.
the chicken,
The chicken's gorgeous.
isn't it? Delicious. Thank you so much for watching. How cool was that? Right, head to berobrewing.com to find out where you can pick up this amazing beer, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing videos. James, it's always a pleasure. Shaken, not stirred.